Hello everyone and welcome to the Hideaway Open 2022 coverage brought to you by Odyssey Disc Golf. I've got myself, Kelso here, joined by Cannon and CJ. We've got a good card going for you guys. This is going to be the featured card for round one. We've got Emerson Keith, GT Hancock, Jonathan Nicholson, and Zane Letts.
Emerson Keith is going to actually lead off the card here. Hole one is going to be 467 feet. Players are going to want to look to throw something up the right side, let it hyzer and skip under all the trees late.
We got Emerson Keith here with a nice hyzer flip up to flat. It's looking good, tracking under the trees. Gets a good skip. That's going to be just edge of the circle right there. That's a good drive for hole one.
Next up, GT Hancock is a very well-known local pro, sponsored by Ideal Discs, which is a shop here out of North Dallas. Gonna go right up the middle, gets the good skip, and he'll have something similar to Emerson, about 30 feet or so.
Yeah. Here's Zane Letts. A little high on the release. It's looking like it's getting down there though. Gets in under the trees, and yeah, he'll have an edge of circle look as well.
Jonathan Nicholson, another well-known local pro in the Dallas area, sponsored by Dynamic Discs, gonna throw something right up the gut. Hits one of the late trees. He's gonna have an awkward look at birdie, but a look nonetheless, and here he is from about 35 feet from a knee.
And wow, yeah, what a great putt by Jonathan. I'm glad he made that putt because he was kind of let down on that tree that he got hit with on that drive. That was going to be part. Here comes Emerson. Boom. Nice 35-foot headwind, right? That was a headwind.
Yeah, he was putting into a stiff headwind.
GT Hancock here, just coming up short.
Yeah, never really gave that one the height that needed, but he's going to clean up his birdie here, or his par with a tap in.
Nice. We can only imagine that might have had some of the jitters involved there on the hole one jitters.
Yes, so hole two, we got 627 feet, par four. Players are going to want to throw about 300 foot and cut this hole in half. Emerson throwing probably an Explorer or something like that here. Kind of hangs it out too far to the right, gets a good kick left. He'll have some sort of spike hyzer into the green from there.
Jonathan Nicholson, I think he went with some sort of mid here, maybe a truth. Looks like he will kind of up the middle, a little bit left, but he should still have a decent look maybe.
And GT pretty much throws all Prodigy, actually does throw all Prodigy. I'm not too familiar, so I don't know what he's throwing here, but he's some sort of mid, gonna land in the picture perfect spot. He's going to have the best look into the green.
Yeah, that's the perfect landing zone there. Zane giving this a nice look. Also, right into that bush, unfortunately though, so he might have a tricky shot from there.
They really make these holes look a little bit easier than they actually are.
That's true. That's true. You gotta be able to play golf on these holes. So Emerson was kind of pinched, having to go over the top here, and I think that looks like it got part of the way down, but maybe not the full.
Yeah, a little short right. John's gonna have some sort of forehand turnover.
Little grip lock there, maybe off to the left side of the fairway.
Wow.
Yeah, he's having to go over the top as well. Like I said, he got caught by that bush, so was not rewarded for his good shot.
I believe that was short right, exactly where Emerson's is as well.
Here we go. GT with a phenomenal first shot in the perfect landing zone. He's going to throw a putter or mid straight up the gap and just laces it on a rope. What a great shot by GT.
Yeah, that slid a little long. He's going to have about 28 feet for the comebacker for birdie, but we'll see.
Now Jonathan here, he's just trying to get close. I don't think he's got any intention of running this. He was still probably close to 100 feet out at that point.
Yeah, Emerson short right like we thought. Nothing but a pitch out here, and he'll take his par and move on.
That was a great pitch out there.
This, I don't even know how Zane got in there to his disc, let alone pitched it out up towards the basket.
Yeah, and phenomenal there. Phenomenal effort. TT from a knee. He really needs to catch this.
Just a little short. Putter's looking a little off for GT to start the round here. Hopefully he can clean it up.
Emerson will clean up his par.
Yep.
So this was Zane here, and he'll clean up his par as well.
Yep, so everyone carded pars here. Going to take their 4 on one of the harder holes, I think, on the course and move on to hole 3, which is 311 feet. Kind of a backhand turnover shot is need to be played here, par 3 as well. So let's see what Emerson has.
Looking like a great line here, coming into the basket.
Look good.
Oh, and a great kick, and he's 10 feet. What a great shot by Emerson Keith.
Honestly, sounded like he even hit a tree off the rip too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little high. Low ceiling definitely comes into play. As you can see, Jonathan
same
hits the
tree,
ceiling,
too.
yeah, and
Yeah,
just
it's
gets
fairway.
the unfortunate kick straight down. But he'll have a pitch up for par. GT going with probably some sort of putter. Hits the ceiling as well, and he falls short. Zane beating the first tree, getting up there. He hyzered out a little early, or maybe hit a tree. He's gonna have a look from down there in the big ditch that's right in front of the basket.
GT coming up a little short here. I think he was playing the front side of the green hill to get him to slow down a little bit, but just came up a little short. Jonathan going for the forehand approach.
Yeah, and you're going to see him throw a lot of forehand approaches today. He's going to rely heavily on a harp and a justice for those forehand approaches.
A little early release, but he's still within circle. Zane just opting to lay up. That's a treacherous green on the backside there, so that was a smart decision.
Wow, what a putt. Yeah, the hill you can see is higher than where GT's head was, so that's a very uphill putt he just cashed for his par.
Yep, maybe he's getting that putter warmed up now, so that's good. Good to see. Nicholson just going to tap out his par. I'm sorry. There's the birdie I was thinking about. Emerson cashing.
He landed a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah, he was really close.
Yeah, Emerson's starting off great. 2 down through 3 holes. We got hole 4 here, 296 feet, par 3. You just want to throw something low and hard right up the middle is going to be the main gap.
Looking like a great shot here, and then he gets an unfortunate kick to the left. And one thing to note about this course, guys, it is a newer course. I think it opened in September of 2021.
Yep.
So it's still getting beat in, so the rough is pretty rough. So you'll see that a little bit on this footage here.
Jonathan just catching a tree as well, but more fortunate kick straight down in the fairway. Shouldn't be too difficult to get up and down for par.
Comes GT. He threw this disc a lot. This is like his flippy fairway, I would say, probably a 7-speed. And he was pretty good with it on the touch. But
Was that the orange disc?
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be an M3 or M4.
Oh, a mid, okay.
Yeah, I think it might be a mid.
We saw him get a pretty unfortunate kick there off to the right. Zane. Got a tree right at the end, but still going to be up there looking for a nice, easy up and down.
Emerson again, left with not much. Gonna throw a skipping shot into the green with his Bruin dyed Justice that you see him throw all too often. Gonna have a nice 25, 28 footer for his par.
Another forehand up shot.
Yep, Jonathan's gonna rely so heavily on that.
GT looks like he's got a pretty tough up and down here. Let's see what he can get. And wow, perfectly executed. He looks like he's probably 10 feet maybe.
Yep, you're going to see a lot of hard pan greens on this course, so the player's going to be able to take advantage of that and just slide their discs up to the basket. John to clean up his par from 25, 28 feet or so. Dead center on the strike.
Yep, he was putting pretty good so far.
Man, Emerson has not missed a
Those are
putt
so
yet.
smooth.
His putter is hot right now. Everyone here going to be taking pars, it looks like.
Yeah.
Kelsey, you want to tell us about hole 5?
So hole 5 is a 262-foot par 3. It's a hard dogleg left. As you see, Emerson executed almost perfectly. You really just want to get a nice stable disc out to this corner here, and you'll get a nice flutter skip to the basket.
Yep, and you kind of need more of that pushing skip rather than the flare, because as you can see, Johns didn't quite get the push forward that you needed to get all the way to the basket. Flared a little too much.
If you hit the front side of that hill, it will flare more than you want it to. If you hit the top side perfectly, it will get to the basket. So one thing to note on this course, none of the holes played under par in round 1. We had hole 11 play even, but if that can tell you anything with these guys out on the card and we're not seeing holes play under par, then this course is very difficult. See if he can keep his putting streak alive, and he does.
Nice.
Great putt by Nicholson.
For his 2, right?
Yep.
Nice. What a birdie. And Emerson getting his birdie as well. That was his stiletto, I believe, he threw on the drive. So
It was.
That thing is going to do nothing but go left.
Yep. GT cleaning up here, and Zane will do the same. So hole 6 here, it's a 617-foot par 4. You can see there's a light at the end of this tunnel, you might say. Players are going to basically stick to a forehand out to get out the gap. And after that, they don't have much to contend with to get to the basket.
Yeah, and literally all you're looking to do here is get out of the gap.
Yeah.
If you catch yourself going right or left off the tee, you're going to struggle to even make par on this hole.
Yep. He'll be out there nicely.
Yeah, that's absolutely crushed. Sean has such a smooth forehand.
So here we see GT going to that same disc again. He really relies on this to get nice straight shots, maybe a little turn on it. It's a nice touchy shot. Ooh, looks like a little late release, and that's going to be tough.
Yep, yeah. As you can see, that's going to be one of those that's going to be tough to make par when he's stuck in there on the right side. Zane asking for some help, and I'm not sure if he got it there at the end.
Yeah, I think he got knocked down right at the edge, and he'll have a look, but he won't have a ability to run up or anything like that. Yeah, here we go here. So he's just playing out to the open here, trying not to get right behind the tree, which it looks like he got close. GT with his...
Yeah, this is where you want to see your drives land. Unfortunately, that's GT's upshot he's throwing from, so he's throwing 3 from here.
Just up over the tree. Looks like he didn't do a full commit, and it's tracking left, and that's going to be OB over there. So.
Did it really go OB?
Yeah. There's a fence there, plays OB left of it, and that's where he found his upshot going.
So here we had a right to left, so if you hung it out too high, didn't have enough spin on it, the wind would take it. As you see Nicholson here.
Almost makes it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that landed right next to the
I
basket.
think this
so
was
that a
another
great
one
look.
where I filmed it wrong, so we couldn't use the upshots again. But this is it. After this, I did pretty
Emerson trusting his forehand out over the out of bounds. Ooh, and catches a late tree, but he'll still have, you know, a circle's edge putt for his birdie.
Yeah, and I really don't think he deserved that tree because that was going to be a phenomenal shot, right? Maybe 10 feet from the
Yeah, you
basket.
can see, look how small that tree is he's next to that caught his disc.
So that's a pretty unfortunate hit there.
Birdie look,
Oh,
just
no.
high and left.
Yeah. GT, he's been struggling on the putter today a little bit. I think he's been looking at a 5 maybe now.
A 6.
A 6, okay.
That was his 5 after going OB, so this is for his
Oh, I forgot about
6.
OB, yeah.
GT tapping in for double bogey. Emerson will take his par.
So this was the 5th hardest hole of the day, and right off the tee though, like Cannon said, if you just don't get out of the gap, you're really going to be in trouble. So hole 7 here, 454 feet, par 4, huge dogleg right. Players are just going to go for this forehand here. Some might opt for a turnover, but you just really want to get up around the corner to have your chance at a birdie look.
I believe Emerson's throwing a gold line ballista here, maybe.
Get around it. Oh,
Catching one of the same trees as Nicholson. Zane going a little straighter, asking for the skip. Gets a little skip. He'll have some sort of obstructed look maybe to get to the basket.
That's a tough look from over there.
So the issue you run into here is you try to get as inside as possible so you don't push far, because the rough on the left is quite a lot more treacherous than the rough on the right. This looks like his stiletto again, right?
Yeah, that's his stiletto again. Trying to go for a little flex shot. Catches a tree and stays on the left side of the rough, so that's going to be a tough up and down for par.
You know Nicholson's in a bad spot here because he's having to opt for the forehand roller and catches an unfortunate bounce, and it's just going to trickle off to the right there. He might be able to get up and down from there.
GT going with a forehand. I didn't really see him throw many of these, so he usually relies on the backhand.
Oh, it was looking good
yeah,
for a
that was
second.
tracking. Here comes Let's here. Doesn't have a huge gap, but goes for it. Oh, he laces the gap and wow! Almost cashes the
He knew that was good off the rip.
Or that would have been eagle.
That would have been a throw-in eagle
Yeah.
off the cage, but he'll have a tap-in birdie, and there's nothing better than a tap-in birdie.
Yep.
Go through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right through that small gap. He'll have a look at par. Emerson turnover forehand. Yeah, that's going to put him about 20 feet, so he'll have some sort of putt.
A little early release there and missed angle, I think. He should still be on the edge of circle, though.
Emerson tapping in the 4.
As I said before, this course played pretty difficult for these guys this weekend. So if you're playing par golf and getting your birdies where you can, you're going to play a pretty good round.
Going off of that, I was taking scorecard, and it is hard to ask these guys what they got on those holes if they're hitting trees. That was not
It's
easy.
hard to ask a guy what'd you get when he got a 6,
That
right?
was not easy, man.
So hole 8 here, 543-foot par 4. You really just want to get straight up the gap here, and then it dog legs to the left at the end. And that's a pretty good shot from Zane, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see this hole as much as you guys, so is that
Yeah.
kind of the landing zone that you're looking for?
So they're actually playing from the yellow tees in this one. This is going to be the only hole on the course they play from the yellow tees, so it's actually about 325, 350 feet. Slight dog leg to the right. They're going to want to play a forehand shot skipping into the green.
I'll just do something really lucky. That's not bad.
John again going forehand up shot.
And great shot by Nicholson there. He'll like that result there. Oh, and he go ahead.
I feel like if Zane would have taken a little more time on that putt, he may have gotten himself a better look. It just seemed like he got up to it and kind of rushed that putt.
GT off the top. You like to see him hit metal though, so that's at least he gave that one a bid there.
Emerson probably the best look for birdie on the card.
Still not an easy putt by any means, and he would have liked to have had that one, I bet. GT cleaning up there.
John cleaning up par as well. Emerson taking his par also. And Zane gonna tap in his 3 and move on to the final hole of the front 9 here for you. So hole 9, 533 feet. It's a really tight tunnel the whole way down. You're gonna wanna hit the landing zone that's about 300 feet dead straight. This probably has the worst rough on the course, so anything left or right is gonna be terrible. Zane loves it out of his hand immediately, and what's not to love about that? That is piped down the middle, maybe even too far. We'll see once we get down there. Emerson looking to do the same. Looks like it leaked a little right on him.
Here we see GT going with that same orange mid or fairway driver there. Sounds like he got a tree. Kind of difficult to see here.
Is there a disc in y'all's bag that y'all use as much as that one?
On this course, I'd probably be using my Maverick a lot if we're just throwing tight tunnel shots most of the time.
Yep. I would probably be throwing my bows a lot as well. And that sounded clean. I'm not sure if he liked the line or not, but
I think he's going to be in a similar area as GT, short and left of the landing zone. So yeah, Emerson did kick right into this rough, and looks like he's lining up a forehand roller, and he's still got 300 feet to the basket or so.
Oh, this was such a tough ball. There's trees everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Even when you do get to the landing zone, it's still a really tough shot from there.
So this is a newer hole, right? This is a newer one that they put in, or no?
No, this hole's been there since the existence. I mean, it's getting cleaned up a lot more. It's the black tee. So the black tee plays from
That's where we
outside in
put
the
the yellow
open, and hole
tees.
8 yellow plays on the inside in the woods.
Yeah, so 9, this one's still terribly hard.
So Nicholson here, just trying to get some forward progress, I'd imagine. And that sounds like he got a tree at the end. Hopefully he didn't kick too far. GT, I think, has got to look at basket from here.
Throwing his third shot, yeah, it's going to be a tough turnover he's going to have to throw here. It's probably
Looks
a
like
putter in
he's
his
going mid or
hand.
putter, right? Yeah.
Catches another tree, not happy with that one.
At least he got a double kick there and stayed in the fairway, so. It's an explorer maybe from Emerson here.
Yeah, going to throw probably some sort of flexing shot, trying to get to the basket. And it sounds like he hits first available there. This is starting to turn into a high number for Emerson.
Right.
Zane, we're finally at Zane's drive here after watching everyone throw about 2 or 3 shots. Throws a decent one. He gets some forward progress, gonna kick out to the left, but honestly, if you get a par on this hole, you're happy with that one.
Right, so yeah, this hole 9, played as the 4th hardest hole of the day, playing 0.9 strokes over par, so.
That's actually surprising. I figured it would be one of the top 2 hardest holes.
Yeah.
So there's GT's par look. Of course, hits a tree on that putt. He's gonna have probably 15, 20 feet for a bogey. Oh, that was tracking the basket, catches the last tree. He should tap that in for a par, I believe, though.
Zane not really having a good look there and just puts it underneath the pin. Emerson's really wanting to get this here. Get this and go on to the next hole, I think.
Oh, no.
Right off the ban for Emerson Keith. What does that make for him on this one?
I believe he's going to tap in his 6.
Yep. Double bogey on this hole?
Yeah, this plays as a par 4 for these guys.
GT cleaning up there. I think the rest of these guys are pretty well good for the cleanup.
All right, so after 9, Emerson Keith at 1 down, Jonathan Nicholson leading the pack at 2 down, Zane also at 1 down, tied with Emerson, and GT Hancock having a tough round so far at 3 over. Hopefully he'll be able to clean it up on the back 9. Thank you guys for watching. We will catch you when we pick up on the back 9 of the Hideaway Open.
Just want to say a quick thanks to the sponsors for this event. Dynamic Disc, the Hideaway Grill Terrell, and the Hideaway Disc Golf Course, Hand Eye Supply, Tree Love, the Disc Barn, Minuteman Press Rockwall, and Thunderbird Bar. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the back 9.